So as the training here for the SDR role kind of comes to an end, one of the biggest things I can suggest for you to do is to maintain a student mentality. So now that you have gone through the training materials, now it's up to you to jump into the water. We can go through all of these processes together. We can have you go through how to navigate a gatekeeper, what mindset to have, how to overcome objections. We can even do these things in role play scenarios, but there's a world where you have to just get on the phone and do it. One piece of advice that was given to me early in my calling career is you just got to remember the person on the other end, in most cases in B2B SDR work, they get multiple calls like you every single day. You have to understand your call is not that big of a deal. It's a big deal to you, but to the person on the other end, it's not. So if you get a hard rejection, don't take it personal and don't eliminate that person from your process. Understand, follow your cadence, follow up down the road, and eventually that no will turn into a yes. If you're persistent enough and you continue to follow up, a lot of times what you'll unknowingly do is you'll plant a seed for an issue that maybe the company hadn't thought that was an issue. But if you positioned it correctly and you planted the seeds of our common things we hear from businesses just like you as A, B, and C, which of these are the biggest need, they might answer you with none of them were great at them, but it might make them self-reflect later in that day as they get into their next leadership meeting, and those conversations might come up. I actually got a call from this guy the other day, and he said commonly businesses like us struggle with this. Do you think we're good at it? Would you consider this? And so guys, you never know what seed you're going to plant and when that seed is going to sprout. And so that persistence of maintaining the follow-up process is going to be key. I would tell you never go more than 90 days without having an effective follow-up process, because for you, you never know when it's good. The timing is going to be right. Sometimes timing is key. So continue to follow that process. So here's what I'm going to tell you. The cadence that I have my team generally follow includes about 6 phone calls and about 5 emails in a matter of a 3 to 4 week span. After that process, if I've gone through all of those calls and all of those emails and I've never gotten a connection, the worst case scenario, I'm pushing that customer out 60 days. Best case scenario, I'm following up in 30 days. If I get a hard no that says never call me again, I never go past 60 days before I attempt to follow up. Every call has value. Every call has value for your next call. Stay persistent, stay in tune, and know where it is. And here's the key. Self-reflection is going to be the most important thing for you. You're going to have to be able to do coaching on yourself and understand when you're falling short, when you need help. And the good news is, most organizations have veterans who are successful that you can bounce your ideas off. But stay hungry, stay motivated. Remember what your why is and drive towards that every day. Because if you're not driving towards your why, what are you working for? When I recruit people that are SDRs, I look for 3 characteristics. I look for people who have thick skin, people who have self-awareness, and people who have a student mentality. I don't look for that just in the first couple of weeks of this process. I look for this 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Those personality traits stay with you. Stay hungry, know your why, and keep growing. If you need help with us here at Spinwheel Sales, don't be afraid to ask. That's what we're here to do.